Welcome back, everyone, and I want to do a real quick, simple video with you guys about the Flakker. Now, a lot of people are really upset about the nerf on the Flakker, and the Flakker nerf did two things. One, it took it down to 1 ammo in the magazine, and then the second, it reduced its damage by 33%. Now, the Flakker was doing a ton of damage, and while 33% is a decent chunk to the damage, in my testing so far, the damage still does a ton of damage. I just killed Billy the Anointed with it in my previous Sheriff Siren video, and it did pretty damn well on him, although this is a good Flakker. But that's not what I want to talk about in this video. I want to talk about the speed, because a lot of people seem more upset about that. Oh, that was a girl. Sorry about that. The Flakker consumes 5 ammo per shot, but has 1 in the magazine. So when you fire it, if you look, I have 1 in 117. What it did is took 1 from my mag and the other from my ammo reserves. This is not a glitch, and this is not new. If you were in Borderlands 2 and you had a quad, a lot of them had 5 ammo, and it was 4 damage per shot. You would shoot the first one, you'd have 1 ammo left. Second one, you'd have 1 ammo. It would take 1 ammo from your backpack, 3 from your reserve. And therefore it still used 4 ammo, and you still got the shot. This is a mechanic that's been in Borderlands since... I don't know if it was that one in Borderlands 1. I don't honestly remember. I think it was, but I'm not sure, so I don't want to say that. But it was in Borderlands 2 for sure, the pre-sequel, and in this one. So that is not a glitch or a bug, and that's fine. It doesn't matter. The amount of damage this thing pumps out is worth 5 ammo. Now, one of the guys on the stream said they're going to reduce it to 1. I think he was talking about reducing the mag to 1, not the ammo capacity. And I think there's just some misspeaking, which is really easy to do when you are talking off the cuff and playing games, doing live things. Trust me, I know I've done it plenty of times. But let's talk about the fire rate. So a lot of people are saying because the Flakker has to reload every time, it is slower, and what I just did does not look fast, and this is not fast. Now, the old Flakker wasn't fast either, though, and the damage between shots and reload was pretty slow, but not that different. I mean, see, I misspoke. The damage, if you would just fire it with multiple shots compared to a reload, wasn't that much different. Now, here's what you can do to fix it, and here's why the nerf isn't that big of a deal. Watch when I shoot this. The ammo is going to go to 0, but it's not going to reload till the explosions stop. So ammo 0, explosion stop, reload. Okay, let's shoot it and then manually reload. And I'm ready to go before the explosions even shoot. So at this point, and this is what I'm going to reload spam. Or reload melee cancel, that doesn't even speed it up really for how... Because once it goes back in, you're done with the animation. At this point, your Flakker might even be faster than it was before. And if you can reduce ammo... Whoops.
Not gonna hold them forever.
So now I got rush stacks. Look, I was waiting for it to finish. Now... the Flakker also has something that's weird. I can't seem to ever shoot it until the explosions stop, even if I'm ready to fire again. So I don't know if there's something coded in there, or just all guns are like that. You just can't shoot the next shot till the effect from the previous shot is done. I'm not sure, but basically this thing can fire as fast as the explosion it takes for the explosions to stop. So you're not losing fire rate on the Flakker because of the nerf. Now, it's a little more involved in shooting it. You have to remember to hit that reload after you shoot it. But it's fine because it still shoots as fast. It just takes a little more babying or handling or whatever you want to call it. So the only real nerf to the Flakker, when you put it together, is the damage. The magazine, the fire rate really doesn't matter because all you have to do is hit the reload after you fire. And you're going to shoot it just as fast as you ever did. And a character like Zane, who's got some synergy with reloading after a shot. Yeah, you've got some stuff there. I don't think a lot of other characters have that, but what's kind of nice about it too, and this is something that might not pop up right away. If you want to do a Flakker build, you really can't affect the fire rate of it or the magazine size. So those are two stats you don't have to worry about. Now, typically with the Flakker, those are two things you did want to increase, so you weren't reloading as often, and so you could shoot faster. Those are two weaknesses of the gun. But now you can really just focus on reload speed and damage. In fact, you don't even have to focus on reload speed because you can't shoot until the explosions are done anyways, and you can reload faster than that. So the only stat you would need to worry about with a Flakker is raw damage. I guess you could say splash damage radius or some of those skills, but you don't even need that because they overlap so much. So raw damage, you only have to focus on one thing. So when you are looking for secondary stats on class mods and artifacts for your Flakker, all you want to care about is damage. That's it. Maybe for your character you want action skill cooldown and stuff, but for the Flakker, if you want to do a Flakker build, you only have to worry about one stat now. Damage. You don't have to worry about fire rate, magazine, reload, any of that stuff. Just focus on increasing its damage. And if you spend all your points and secondaries and all that stuff just focusing on the damage and not that other stuff, you're going to maybe even have higher DPS than pre-nerf, because pre-nerf you were probably worried about that other stuff and not as much of the damage. So yeah, Flakker nerf, not a big deal. And this is why I said in my patch video a bunch of small nerfs, because really this Flakker nerf, when you actually put everything together, it's a small nerf. It really is. Because not focusing on all those other stats and being able to skip those skill points allows you to put more skill points into damage skills, which actually increases the damage, and then its fire rate and all those other DPS skills are irrelevant, so your DPS could go up with it if you build for it correctly. And that's kind of cool. So the nerf of the Flakker doesn't really matter. Next nerf, also probably pretty small once you think about it. And maybe I'll do some more videos on those, but this is the Flakker one, and I will talk to you guys all later. Bye.